Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It is so good to see you. Hi, hello, my name is Ashley if this is our first time ever meeting, and welcome. So this video I am bringing you some cleaning and decluttering motivation, and I am going to be working in the kitchen today. Let me just turn the camera around and first of all show you what I'm talking about. Here is just an overview of what everything is looking like. I've got stuff just piled up here. This is what I'm talking about. I do not like a mess like this. It bothers me. And I've got a lot of dishes that I need to get put up that are clean. There's some things that I'm wanting to get rid of up here and wipe some stuff down. I have to keep the blinds down, by the way, because the light that shines in, it will mess with the video. So I've got some towels. I've done 2 loads of laundry this morning, and so I've just got to get these put into the drawer. I have some dishes here that I need to do. Same thing on this side over here. I've just got some jars that I need to fill back up and just wipe some things down. And I don't want this here. This is my lids to my cookware. I want to move it somewhere else. And then I've just got my tea going. So, oh, up here on top of the refrigerator, this needs to be dealt with. I mean, lots of stuff to do. Everything feels very cluttered. I do not like a bunch of stuff sitting on top of a surface. It gives me anxiety. It messes up like your feng shui of how your space feels, and so I need to do something about it. And tomorrow we have a play date with one of Arthur's little friends, so that'll be a lot of fun. And then that evening we are hosting and we're having someone over for dinner. So I really need to just go ahead and get the kitchen cleaned up. I did rearrange the living room and we're still really loving it in the last video. If you haven't seen it, then I will link it so you can go back and watch it. But right now I am making some tea on the stove, and the way that I do it is we just use the Lipton packets. These are the, you know, the large ones for the gallon of tea. And I won't add any sugar into it. I will let my husband add sugar to it as he wants to, but I sweeten mine with some monk fruit. That's just a little bit of a healthier way to make my tea. And I will tell you, I cannot tell a difference between the monk fruit sweetener and the cane sugar. I think that they are so similar, and it's like a 1-to-1 ratio if you are considering a sugar alternative. So I really like it in my tea. Let me go ahead and make us some lunch, and then we need to get busy because I only have like an hour and a half to work on all this. I'm glad you're here, and hopefully you need a little bit of motivation to tackle space in your house. If not, let's hang out and be friends. So let's just see what we can get done. We're gonna make pizza for lunch today. These come from Walmart. You get 3 in a container or in a package. I've never tried them on the grill, but I'm sure that they would be delicious. And then these pepperonis, we got these in the deli section at Walmart, and these are always really good. And then some Prego pizza sauce, and then some cheese. This comes from Save-A-Lot. That's their brand. You can put jalapenos on this. You can put some extra garlic powder, onion powder. You can put, you know, vegetables on the top. But I have a toddler, so we're just going to keep it simple with pepperoni and cheese. Would you like to have pizza for lunch? Yeah? I like these because this actually has a seal, so if you don't make all 3 at one time, you can seal it back up. And I do have a pizza stone, but I found that it gets a little bit crispier if you just put it directly on the eye, so that's what I'm going to do. We love lots of pepperoni, so we're just gonna fill this full. And also, I did have a little bit of green pepper. I'm gonna put on half left over from a recipe from last night, so I can try to use that up. And we like our pepperonis underneath the cheese. This is going to go into the oven on 425 for about 8 to 10 minutes.
So I like to either go to the thrift store, but it has to be certain thrift stores. Some stores, like Goodwill, are charging $5 for a used book. I have another store, Crisis Center, that has a thrift store.
Okay, lunch is served. The first thing I'm going to do is get all of these dish towels put up. I just did this load of laundry, folded them, and brought them in here. So now I just need to fold them down and get them put into the drawer. And then I'm going to address this massive pile of clean dishes that are sitting here. I just need to wipe everything down and get it put into place because I need to go ahead and wash those dishes that are sitting there as well. We just need to get this area cleaned up before we can move on to any more like cleaning or decluttering of the shelves.
I saw your face in a big crowd, and now it's all I think about. I've had some leads, but nothing found. A puzzle I can't figure out. I'm running circles and I don't have a plan. I've got a mess, I'm stuck with an impossible task. Looking through my files and I'm checking the news. I'm trying everything I can to get back to you. I'm coming through. I'm in person. I'm coming through. I'm in I'm losing sleep, 'cause I'm obsessed. Feels like this case could be my death. I need a hint, I need a clue, 'cause all I have is you. I'm running circles and I don't have a plan. I've got a mess, I'm stuck with an impossible task. Looking through my files and I'm checking the news. I'm trying everything I can to get back to you. I'm coming through. I'm in person. I'm in person. That's right. I'm in person. I'm in person.
Now that we've got all that knocked out, which is just my daily thing, I always have a huge pile of clean dishes sitting here. And even when I put them up, it definitely doesn't take very long for them to accumulate again, considering the fact that most days I make breakfast, lunch, and dinner right here in this kitchen. So I am washing dishes all the time. But anyway, it's a privilege to have access to clean water, and it's a privilege to have the ability, you know, to be able to stand here and to wash dishes and to prepare food and to be able to afford food and all the things. You know, we really just have to count our blessings, because I know that's such like a mundane task. There's a few jars up here that I need to fill up with different things, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I am going to wipe the shelves down and just give them a good dusting and move some stuff around and get rid of some stuff as well. Arthur bread flour, and I love this container. This belonged to my mother-in-law, but what I'm thinking is I'm going to put this into one of my clear jars, because this has a really good seal on it, and then I will bring this out and put like some candy or something like that in it for the fall. So in the house that we are building, I am not going to have all of these shelves, so I need to go ahead and start decluttering and trying to consolidate what I have on the shelves with what is in the pantry. It's going to be a process, so right now let me just wipe everything down and see if there's anything that I can get rid of. Okay, I got several things off of there. This basket here on the top, this is where I keep my medications, and this is David's area, so I'm not going to mess with that. I'll have him just deal with that. And I got these cutting boards off, and I will use these. And then these two things here I am going to get rid of. I'm thinking about having a yard sale. That sounds daunting, but I'm not going to put a lot of thought into it. I'll explain on voiceover. But anyways, I'm going to get rid of these two things. I'm also going to put this basket up here. That's what I keep bananas in. We just don't have any right now. And usually I have them here on the counter, but I just think it would be better up here. And this tray belonged to my husband's grandmother. She used to have a restaurant on top of the mountain, and they use these orange trays, and so he likes to eat on this tray. I mean, I was thinking about doing a yard sale, but the last time that I tried to do a yard sale, I made like $150 for 2 days, and I put so much effort into that yard sale, and it just ended up just not being worth it. So if I do end up having a yard sale, then what I mean is I'm not going to put much thought into it. I'm going to throw some signs up. I'm going to put some tables up. We've got an awning that I can put on the carport, and I will just raise the windows or the blinds up in the living room, and I can see if somebody pulls in. So, we could just have a home day, and, just carry on about our lives, but then be having a yard sale at the same time. But then again, I'm going to have to bring all of that stuff and like put it on the porch or something and cover it up, and I'll have to get change for the yard sale. I'll have to get bags for the yard sale. So I'm not really sure if I really want to do that. Maybe I'll just post some things on Marketplace, the things that I really would like to get some money back for. I mean, I have donated a lot of things, but I would like to get money for some of the things. Now, we don't have junk drawers because drawer space around here is precious. So we have junk baskets. I mean, I have a junk basket. David has a junk basket, and I have another junk basket that is in the bookcase, but this is just a bunch of random stuff. This is my blood sugar stuff. This is magnets and markers for the refrigerator. I've got little like sticky notes or notepads, and I have invitations from like different events, different family events and stuff that I've been hanging on to. I have stuff from pregnancy, talking about gestational diabetes, lots of pins. I mean, a bunch of really random things in here. So I've been needing to go through this basket for a while, but it's just one of those things that seems very daunting. And it's like, well, what am I going to do with all that stuff? Because I don't even really know what's in there. So today's the day that I decided to conquer that. I threw away a bunch of stuff and organized a bunch of stuff, so I know exactly what's in there. This is what everything is looking like now. It's coming along nice. Everything is looking really bare, and that's exactly how I want it to look. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. This was my bouquet because my husband and I, we eloped. And I think I'm probably just going to go ahead and get rid of it. And I think I'm going to get rid of this basket also. Yeah, maybe I'll hang on to these flowers for a while because I could always take them apart and make a wreath with it. So maybe I'll keep them for now. This area is like, that's a formula mixer. We definitely aren't using that anymore. And then we have tried quite a few cups up until this point. So I just need to organize all of these, and then I really need to go through these and decide what I'm going to get rid of. There is one cup that my friend is using that's stainless steel, and it's at Walmart. And I have it in my cart, and I'm wanting to get it really soon. And then I'm going to throw away some of these plastic ones, or, give them to somebody else because there's nothing wrong with them. And then that's just my glass decanter that I like to put flowers in. And then I've got some coupons. And then in that little basket there, that's where I have been working on my baby book. I've got pictures and like different cards and things in there. And I've just got it piled up here, but it can go in another location where I am working on the baby book instead of just being piled up here. Okay, I think I'm gonna get rid of the sun, as pretty as it is. I'm not gonna take it to the new house, so we'll get through that. I will be going through all of the cabinets and the pantry and all of that, seeing what I can get rid of and organize at some point as well, but it won't be today. We're running low on time, but there's a few things that I know that I want to get rid of, and then I want to clean the top of the refrigerator, so let's just carry on. I know that I want to get rid of this one. And I want to get rid of this sign. this on. This on. And this on. Do you ever get overwhelmed by your stuff and just look around and just start getting rid of everything? Is that relatable? Is that not relatable? I just know that I just want like a fresh start, a blank space. And so even though it's gonna be a year before we get moved into our new house, I like the idea of just living in a very simplified, minimal space. It feels really good, so I can focus on other things like my health, you know, and my spiritual well-being. So that's what I'm doing. But let me just give you an overlook of everything that I'm getting rid of so far. Okay, so here's where we're at. Got lots of signs and cutesy things and few baby things here. I love this sign. Isn't that so cute? I love all this stuff, by the way. This is a face mask. Love this sign. I've had it for, I don't know, like 6 months or something. I got it from the thrift store. I've got an updated one of these, although I'm tempted to keep it. I don't need it. I'm going to get rid of these canisters. I don't have anything in them. And this little Tupperware or whatever it is, that where you, Pyrex thing where you carry your dishes in there. So this is everything so far, and I know there's going to be more.
It's hard to stay real in a world full of fakes. It's hard to find truth when the liars are great. I'm trying my best to stay out of your way. Oh well, oh well. You talk a big talk, but got nothing to say. You hold your head high, but your morals to fade. I know you
Yeah, that's fine. During the summertime, my husband is always really sweet about picking me some wildflowers. So I've always got some sort of wildflower bouquet sitting on the table. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I decided to take the piece out of the middle of the table, which it wasn't really necessary because we actually do use it. Like when we do family dinners and get-togethers and stuff like that, we will use it. But I wanted to move the kitchen around. In my last video, if you've seen it, I moved the living room around. So it just really inspired me to move the kitchen around because it just felt so good. Like even David said that it was depressing coming home. And since I have moved things around, it just feels less depressing. It feels more like cozy and homey and more energized, and it's just amazing how moving stuff around, it makes the biggest difference. And so many of you commented and said the exact same thing. Like, Robin, you have the sweetest memories of your grandmother, how she would always, move furniture around, and you would look forward to seeing how she had things moved when you come to visit. Anyways, that's what I wanted to do. And so that kitchen island, I guess that's what you would call it. I mean, we have used it for that. It was a bar that my parents had. I mean, they got it when they were first married, and I actually made a video about this years ago, and it's still on my channel somewhere. But anyways, it was in the storage building and it was in pretty rough shape, and David's like, what are you going to do with that, Ashley? You need to just not do that. And I was persistent on that I was going to make it over and that we were going to use it. And we have used it everywhere that we have lived. It has been one handy piece of furniture. And one of my hobbies used to be remaking over furniture. It was always my favorite thing to do. And maybe one day I'll be able to get back into that. But definitely not in this season. I don't know if I love it or not with this setup, but I'm going to leave it like that for now. This is how I used to have the island here in the middle. Those two drawers are full of utensils and things that I use, so it kind of makes sense to put it there, and I like having the trash can over here better than there. Okay, and supper's ready. I've got some corn muffins here. This is what David requested, and I've got some beef with some peppers and onions. Mashed potatoes. This was all the potatoes that I had, but that should be plenty. And then I've got some green beans from the garden. So that's supper, and then we've got some tea to drink. Okay, here it is plated up. And I'm going to have this with some Heinz 57 sauce, and here's my tea. And I'm not going to have a corn muffin because I am watching my carbs. So this will be supper for me. Recently, I moved our toy shelf into the living room just to have all his toys like in one place. And so for this mat, I decided to break it down because it's just squares that you connect, so you can do that. And I wanted to take two of the squares off, and I wanted to give this a wipe down. And I did want to leave it here in this space though, because that little toy kitchen, he loves that kitchen so much. And then he brings toys in here and different things, and he does play right here in this area. He was attacking me. He's so wild sometimes. I just love him. And don't worry, that cleaner, it is like a non-toxic one. It's for high chairs and for toys and stuff like that, so it's the perfect cleaner to use on this. But I just wanted to break it down to make it a little bit smaller. That way I can move my computer chair back a little bit, and then you can go in and out that door a little bit better as well.
Like to get by. We're one step closer to find ourselves a perfect place, a feeling you just can't deny. So come on over, 'cause I could never live without you. Everywhere we go, nobody knows. We're waiting for the time to let go and do what's right for us. Started out here, way beyond the tracks. The story of us and how we never look back. 'Cause this is our time, this is our life. And sometimes all you need is a smile. You made up your mind just to see it through. There's nobody else here waiting. Just tell me how to get through to you, 'cause I just wanna get closer. Started out here, way beyond the tracks. The story of us and how we never look back. 'Cause this is our time, this is our life. And sometimes all you need is a smile. Oh yeah. 'Cause this is our time, this is our life. Sometimes all you need is a smile to get by.
Every time I look out this window, I realize that I need to clean it. And so today is the day we are finally cleaning this window. And these are the double pane windows, I guess, where it folds out. And I really like that, where you can clean like the outside of the window. David said that our windows are not going to be like that in the new house. He said because I guess those windows maybe have a tendency that they would leak. So I'm not really sure. He's done his research, and as far as the outside materials and stuff like that, he is going with the best of the best when it comes to waterproofing and sealing up the house. And so that is where a majority of our budget is going to be going with the house, because I guess a lot of people skimp on the actual structure of the house, but then they go all out when it comes to the inside, and have expensive marble countertops and cabinets and floors and all of that. Well, we're kind of doing the opposite. We're going to go really solid, really nice structure on the outside, with all of our materials as far as the siding and insulation and the stone work and all of that, and then on the inside we're going to go probably mediocre. It's not going to be the best of the best, but it's going to be clean and it's going to be nice, and I've already got everything picked out that I want. So the Lord willing, if the budget permits, we've already got all of that stuff picked out and ready to go. And I know that I'm talking about it so much, it's just because that's what's going on in my life, behind the scenes, but we still do have to live here and function, and I'm very thankful. And I was thinking about if I was going to miss this house, because this is where my Arthur was born, and I will. This has been a very special place, and I will forever be grateful that I got to call this place home and make such beautiful memories. And yeah, I'm really, really thankful. And this is just a very exciting time in life right now, and a scary time in life as well. I mean, this is a huge investment and a huge journey that we're going on. But the last thing that I want to do is I want to get the floors cleaned up while we're at it, and that is going to complete everything. And then I am going to rest for the night. the birds. The sky is beautiful. The weather is just perfect this evening, but I'm pretty pooped. After I made that food and cleaned it up, I didn't think that I was going to be able to get everything done, but I got my second wind and I'm so glad that I got all of that done. It feels really nice. I mean, it's super clean for now, you know, because we know that doesn't last very long, but I did a lot of cooking today. I fed my family well. I love my family well. I've got to spend time with them. I played a lot with Arthur and I'm about to go in there. Now we're gonna play for a little bit and then I've got to give him a bath and then give myself a bath. And I think next I'm wanting to just really give the bedroom a good deep clean, like pull the bed and the crib and all that out and clean it. And of course the bathroom already needs to be cleaned again. I mean, that's just part of it, right? But anyways, thank you for being here and spending time with me. I read a comment today because my last video went live today. And Angie, you said that I'm your favorite to watch, and that just boosted my morale more than anything. I mean, that I would be somebody's favorite, because I have favorites. So thank you for sharing that with me. You know, it takes a lot of effort, you know, to do these videos, and I really enjoy them and getting to interact with people from all over the world. But anyways, thank you for being here. Hopefully you're motivated to tackle something in your house and to get it done. But don't forget to like the video and leave me a comment, because I love to hear from you. So anyways, you keep fighting that good fight of faith, and the Lord willing, I'll see you again very soon.